Hey bookish friends! Yes, I'm wearing the same outfit as my last video because my husband took my kids to the park and I am taking advantage to bulk film a few videos, especially because we're going away this weekend. But yeah, it's already time to film my June TBR, and I might want to take some of these books with us when we go visit my husband's brother and his family. And yeah, I do have some books I would like to get on my TBR, one of which is The Blue Castle by Ellen Montgomery. It's the mod book for June. Also, The Mystery of the Clockwork Sparrow, because this would work for the bird prompt for the Read Your Bookshelf challenge for June. And Daughter of the Moon Goddess is the pick for Tales from Distant Lands book club, and for the Buzzword cover challenge the prompt for June is Celestial, and I thought perhaps Born of Gilded Mountains by Amanda Dykes would work because it has stars on the cover. We'll see. Also, I need a nonfiction. Be nice if I could get one from my 25 to read in 2025 list. Also, Born of Gilded Mountains is also on that list. So, let's do 5. I don't know if I have these upside down or not. Let's do this one. I do have them upside down. Has a cool spine. Okay. Like this one. Don't know what some of the other ones look like. Blue Castle's very boring. You know what? I'm going for Poison. Look at that spine. It's got part of a maybe a Komodo dragon, and I like the colors. And this is on my 25 reading 2025 list, and it is nonfiction, so that would get that out of the way. It's a poisonous world, and this is the fascinating guide to how and where poisons and venoms naturally occur in reptiles, insects, and other creatures. Having led scientific expeditions from the Altiplano of Peru to the jungles of Madagascar, Mark Siddall, curator of invertebrate zoology at the American Museum of Natural History, presents the curious occurrences and risky encounters of a multitude of creatures and their dangerous, sometimes lethal, and occasionally beneficial poisons. And it's illustrated. There are tons of creatures. There's things one shouldn't touch, things one shouldn't eat, things that sting, things that bite. So I might just do a couple of these each day just to knock it out. Oh. Ooh. That's pretty. Okay. That's book 1. I'm not gonna put, depending on how many of my books that I want to get read next month get on this list. I'm not gonna do more than 5. Okay. Middle has a flower on the cover. I'm still holding these upside down. Let me see. Alright. Now they're upright. Has a flower on the cover. Oh! I think Daughter of the Moon Goddess has flowers on the cover. Let me just pull out my handy dandy laptop, because I already have it pulled up on there. Pull up Goodreads. Yes, there are flowers on the cover, so I'm going to do that one. Woohoo! Oh, yes. Okay. I'm also doing the summer book bingo that Tiffany, A Beautiful Minutia, is doing. And we have to, I think, debut novels on there. And this one says, a captivating and romantic debut epic fantasy inspired by the legend of the Chinese moon goddess Shengji, in which a young woman's quest to free her mother pits her against the most powerful immortal in the realm. Growing up on the moon, Xingyan is accustomed to solitude, unaware that she's being hidden from the feared Celestial Emperor. Ooh, this could possibly work for Celestial. Yeah, there's a moon on the cover. Okay. Sorry, Celestial Emperor who exiled her mother for stealing his elixir of immortality. But when Xingyan's magic flares and her existence is discovered, she is forced to flee her home, leaving her mother behind. Yes. Okay. Alright, okay, so I've got my nonfiction, and I got one of the books I wanted to read on here. This is good. I might, maybe I could do up to 6, because we're not doing homeschool next month. We'll see. 6. Hopefully these are upright this time. Oh wait, it's supposed to be 5, not 6. Illustrated cover. Okay. I think the blue cast, my particular one would count. There's lots of illustrated covers for the Blue Castle. Okay. I've read this one several times, so I'm just going to read the back and hope there's no spoilers. 1926 novel by Canadian author. Set during the 1920s in the fictional town of Deerwood, located in the Muskoka region of Ontario, Canada. Deerwood is based on Bala, Ontario, which Montgomery visited in 1922. Okay, this doesn't actually tell you anything about the story. We have Valency, who is miserable, lives with her family, who are awful, and oops, that's the one, sorry. My cards are all piled over here. Valency, terrible family. She keeps having these heart pains, goes to see the doctor behind her family's back, and gets a letter basically telling her she has a year to live. So she's like, you know what? I'm not going to just be the submissive daughter, niece anymore, and I'm gonna live in this last year. And yeah. Okay. I do have them up right now, I hope. Okay, so that's 3, and I've got 2 of the ones I wanted to get. Maybe I'll do 6. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Set in place, want to visit. Okay. Where is Clockwork Sparrow set? Does it say? Oh, it says London. Okay. I would like to go to the UK and maybe see London. Alright, we'll go with the Mystery of the Clockwork Sparrow. You are cordially invited to attend the grand opening of Sinclair's department store. Enter a world of bonbons, hats, perfumes, and mysteries around every corner. Wonder at the daring theft of the priceless Clockwork Sparrow. Tremble as the most dastardly criminals in London enact their wicked plans. Gasp as our bold heroines, Miss Sophie Taylor and Miss Lillian Rose, break codes, devour iced buns, and vow to bring the villains to justice. Splendid adventure awaits you. I'll read the first sentence in this one. Sophie hung on tightly to the leather strap as the omnibus rattled forward. I suppose I could read the first sentence in the Blue Castle, as I have it. Woo! Sorry, dropped it. Books everywhere. If it had not rained on a certain May morning, Valency Sterling's whole life would have been entirely different. I'm reading it in June, but it starts in May. It actually covers a whole year. Okay, that's 4. I'll do 5. If I get another one that I want to read, maybe I'll do a picker wheel. 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's only 5 left. Random number TBR cart. Okay. I actually have a picker wheel that has all of, I'm not going to do specifically TBR cart. I think I've done this one a couple of months ago. I'm not going to do that specific one. I'm going to do, I have a picker wheel and it has all of my unread 2025 in 2025 list, and oh, it doesn't have, hold on, I'll add M Lion road trip rescue, because that could be fun. And what was the other one? Oh, a mile in my flip-flops. Those were all ones I wanted to read this summer, so I had taken them off. Okay, so it has my 25 and 2025 list, and it has all the books on my cart in it. So, yes, let's go ahead and spin it. Back home again. It's the first book in a series. That's okay. Once you visit the charming village of Acorn Hill, tucked away in rural Pennsylvania, you'll never want to leave. Townsfolk relax on their porch swings or gather to discuss the day's events at the coffee shop over homemade pie. It's the kind of town where friendship and faith flow together like a wide river on a fine spring day. However, the sleepy town of Acorn Hill is in for quite a surprise. After Daniel Howard, the adored minister of Grace Chapel, passes away, his 3 spirited daughters come home to remember their father and find out that each has inherited a share of his run-down Victorian house. As the 3 wander through rooms rich with childhood memories, Louise dreams of a small music conservatory where she can give lessons, and Alice, who is very involved with church, thinks the house would be perfect for a youth ministry. Jane, a splendid cook, would like to open a restaurant. The squabbling begins, as does a brilliant solution to the sisters' dilemma. Grace Chapel Inn, a unique bed and breakfast, is born, and a new life begins for them all. Thin rays of afternoon sunlight filtered through the leaves of the old maple tree that dominated the front yard of the Howard family home. And it has large font, and it's only a little over 200 pages. Awesome. Okay, so that's 5. And I think the only one I really wanted to get on here for a read-along was Born of Gilded Mountains, although Daughter of the Moon Goddess would also work for the Celestial prompt. However, I might just go ahead and read Born of Gilded Mountains anyway, because I need to read 2 books a month off of my 25 and 2025 list in order to finish it by the end of the year. So since I have Poison on, yeah, I think I'll do that. I think I'll do Born of Gilded Mountains too. And yeah, I might also get some Emma M. Lyon. People sent me the next 2 volumes, which was so kind. So I can read these. I also do want to get to those summer reads, but maybe I'll read, kind of depends on what all I take with me when I go see my in-laws. It's a 8 or 9 hour drive each way. Well, I think it's 7 hours plus stops, so that's a lot of reading. Hopefully my kids will not go crazy. But yes, here's my stack for June. Very nice and yellowy, and several of them have like different things on the cover. So let me know what you plan on reading in June, and until next time, happy reading!